Hello YouTube, Annie here. Annie's got a new project. Annie loves projects. Um, and as you see, I've made an Xbox avatar for my project. Annie plays 10%. Actually, you can do the percent icon thingy, uh, for your avatar names. But um, 10 is supposed to be followed by percent, and that is game time. I'm gonna play 10% in game time of average completion hours, minutes. I actually converted to minutes. For technically for well, the plan is for all the games I own, including PlayStation 4 games, games that's been on PlayStation, Instant Game Collection, um, Xbox 360 games I own. I haven't had gold since probably they started doling out games with gold. Because I play more PlayStation. But I'm gonna start with Xbox. Xbox 360 and the 30 or so games I have. Actually, I haven't even counted my games. I haven't counted them, but I have set up a Excel sheet for them, where I took all the games I have and I checked on this glorious little website, howlongtobeat.com.net. I think it's .com. I don't have it up, so I can't check. Anyway, how long to beat. You can check how long it takes, on average for everyone. You can submit your own times there. And they compile it and take out an average. And they have three sort of, three things they show. It's how long it takes just to beat the main story. If you really concentrate and don't go off in any direction. And then they have one that's main story plus extra stuff. I don't know how much extra stuff they're counting on. But it's probably, the most accessible side quests. Like in Assassin's Creed, tower, let's go up the tower. You don't have to go up the towers, but what's the reason not to, honestly? Stuff like that. And then they have one time that's for completionists. That's, take every trophy, every achievement, find everything, do everything. Those hours are very long, most of them. So I aimed for, personally I am kind of a completionist. I love sitting hunting trophies, and actually this avatar, this user on my 360, before I renamed it for this YouTube project, it was actually called Trophy Huntress. I got a main avatar user profile that's, just me playing through the games as much as I feel like. But I don't want to share that too much, so I made a new one. This is not, you can't find this. This will never be signed into Xbox Live. This profile, but my PS3 profile will be. So, well, I don't know. It's just something I feel like I have time to do. 10% of all the games I own, and I own very long games. I realized I own a couple of very short ones too, but on average they're kind of long. The Xbox 360 games were well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, maybe they are 30 because I'm just guessing here. I think the shortest, I divided them up in lists. Uh, that I was thinking, every kind of block of games no longer than 24 hours. Also because Excel is stupid and can't go beyond 24 when it's counting hours. So I divided them up. And I'm gonna start with the green block. I color coded them. I'm like that. And I'm hoarse apparently. Sorry about that. I'm blaming flu season, or at least cold season. Kids starting school and kindergarten and stuff, and come home with. Everyone's got a cold right now. Anyway, I divided my games up: green block, blue block, purple, yellow, and red, and totally on random, which is proven by the green block. The first block I'm gonna do, it's got Final Fantasy 13-2 on it, and it's got Arkham City on it, and actually Arkham Asylum will have to wait. It's on the PlayStation, and I'm taking PlayStation 3 later. And I'm probably gonna break in doing PlayStation 4 because of probably Assassin's Creed Unity, but definitely Dragon Age Inquisition, which I'm probably gonna live stream either on YouTube or on Twitch, or maybe both. I don't know if I can set up both, but one of them. My plan for the fall, autumn. So yeah, Arkham Asylum, gonna wait. Final Fantasy 13 is down in the purple block, so that's like 3 blocks away, 2 blocks away. So they're not in order. I'm gonna jump around. This is gonna be sort of a little my retrospect, and these are not. There no way I'm gonna do I wish I could do like the top 50 games from PS3 and Xbox, but unfortunately I don't have all those games. I don't even know what all those games are. The only thing I'm really beating myself up over here is that I don't have The Last of Us, and I'm kind of ashamed. I haven't played The Last of Us more than a little on demos and shop demos and stuff. I've seen others play it. I know the story, and I want to play. I want to play that. I should probably get the remastered version for PS4. Anyway, I'm digressing, and I always do, as you might have noticed. Anyway, block green, the green block of my games. One more thing I want to say about this avatar. I've been, it's a bit of a cheat because I really wanted to do a new avatar, a new player profile, and go in with a blank slate, and I didn't because, well, I just renamed it, and I have been playing on this. As you can see, I've got a couple of achievements, and Naruto, which is also the first game in the green block. I've gone through this process once before, and it didn't really work. At least that's empty, so you'll see me taking no achievements, and Naruto is a short game apparently. 10% of Naruto's main plus side request timer. That's just a little over an hour. It's an hour and 6 minutes. Um, and I'm gonna play Naruto on very, 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 very easy. I wish I could, I wish it had a scale from 1 to 10 and I could take 1. Because I tried to play it, and that video, I'm probably gonna just tag it as released on, public on YouTube in the near future. But that is 56 or something minutes of me failing. Like, I don't win a single match until, it asks like twice, do you want to lower your settings because, you're losing. Do you want it easier? And I guess I don't have much of a choice if I'm gonna get anywhere. So that's the thing also, by the way, with these, I set a timer, then it's gonna be an hour, 6 minutes, but, that also includes, like learning curves and failing and dying and stuff. So it's not gonna be a perfect 10% of the game. Anyway, so yeah, I played a little Mass Effect on this as well. When it comes to Mass Effect and Dragon Age, because of course Dragon Age I'm gonna play as well, one of my favorite games, Origins. I am wondering if I'm going to start the timer after I set up a character, or, from the minute I put the game in. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. So, this is just story. Yeah. Oh, fashionista. Personalize your armor. I do that too. I said a couple of moments ago that color coding is something I do, and I do that in Mass Effect too. Mass Effect 3 is also, Eden Prime, and then it's just bring a reward, chase down an assassin. Isn't that like, what is that achievement? I want to say it's like way down in the game. I should have gotten, a lot of these before that, but I don't know. Mass Effect and Dragon Age in this profile is probably just I put the game disc in at some point, planning to play it, or been on this profile but wanted to change profile, playing on my main profile. Assassin's Creed, I got 1 achievement, that's the story achievement. Bayonetta, I still don't know how to pronounce Bayonetta's name. I know, some say Bayonetta, some say Bayonetta. I probably more say Bayonetta, but I don't know. Dragon Age 2, that gets way more grief than, it deserves. And I think it was the first game I fooled my dear Onichan to play. I think it was. Yeah, it probably was the first game she played games when she was a little kid, but since she was an adult and, refused to play games, I fooled her into doing that. Assassin's Creed 3, not gonna play that on Xbox 360 because I don't have it on 360. I swapped it in when they released it on PlayStation Instant Game Collection. I snagged it there instead, and I traded in my 360 copy. I think I got kind of a lot of money for it too. Like, not very much because it's a rip-off when trading in games. But I think I got like 150 crowns in swap-in value. That, when you get a voucher, you get to buy something there. Alice is kind of a cool game actually. It's a quite nice spin on the Alice story. So yeah, that's... I don't think I've played very much Alice either. So those are achievements that you won't see me take because I've already taken them. Um, but to go back to the plan for the green block, it's gonna be Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. And I gotta check on... Okay. It's going to be Mirror's Edge, which is really short. I got less than an hour, and that's probably gonna be an hour of jumping off buildings rather than jumping between buildings. Then it's gonna be Arkham City. I haven't played a lot of the Batman, especially not Arkham City, because I'm a little like, I want to play them in order at least before I do something like this. But so now I'm gonna give Arkham City a good long shot of 2 hours and some minutes. Final Fantasy 13-2, also a game that gets way more grief than it deserves, because it's fun to play. Assassin's Creed Revelations, the only Assassin's Creed I think that I played full. No, that I haven't played full. Whatever I said. And probably the coolest Ezio. Just he's an old guy doing all that, so that's kind of cool. While Ezio in Brotherhood is definitely the hottest Ezio. Totally yowilicious, that one. The Witcher 2. I think I have the collector's edition or something of that, or maybe all of them were just, they released it for 360 and we make it a better version. Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood, fun. Wrong way. So yeah, I'm gonna get like 4 hours with Final Fantasy, 2 hours with Revelations, 3 hours with The Witcher, 2 hours with Brotherhood, and another 4-hour game with Dragon Age 2, as I said. Too much grief on that one. But, at least some of the best ever characters in video gaming. But sure, it's the emo crowd, definitely. And when it comes to Dragon Age and Mass Effect 3, if you got something about yaoi or against gay people or homosexual love, just don't watch, for your own sake and for mine, because that probably means I don't want you there. But it's not a political statement, it's just me loving yaoi. So, just so you know, don't watch it if you're against that. Don't give me grief because you're against it, because, I'll answer to such things. And I can bite hard if I want. So, anyway, that's the green block, which I'm gonna start with. Then I got a blue block with things like... Well, the shortest game in the blue block is Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, and the longest is Enchanted Arms, which I can say that off the bat pretty much, that Japanese games are going to be in Japanese with subtitles or dub titles, because they don't subtitle anything in games, they just dub title it, which is annoying. Um, Final Fantasy, unfortunately, not, because Europe and Square Enix is probably apparently they've been all localization. I've been kind of angry with Square Enix since 12. Final Fantasy 12 was the first game with. Oh, actually, it wasn't. It was 10. 10 was the first game with Final Fantasy game with voice acting, and already then, and I wasn't very old then, but already then I was all, I want this in Japanese. I want this in Japanese. When I'm in Sweden, I want Swedes, Europeans and Americans, and I want everyone to get the voice acting the way it should be, because I've seen a couple of games where, and movies too, kids TV series, where whole storylines just totally change when they translate, to give them to make them fit somehow in their society. Like, there's this very, that almost famous example that I don't remember off the bat right now, but with Nazca of the Valley of the Winds, and they dubbed that in way back, like in the 80s. I think it was in the 80s. I don't know if you can actually get a copy of that anymore, but the story had totally changed. It was like everything was just lost in translation. And I say this a lot because one of the, the big dubs that I hear all the time is between English and Swedish. I watch Disney movies in both languages and stuff like that, and I watch Japanese, like Studio Ghibli movies. I watch them in all three languages, and it was a point that I made once. I think I've made it before in some rants, and I'm ranting again, I know, but it kind of bugs me a lot, because, well, one of the big things was that made me start thinking about this again after I was like 12 and played Final Fantasy X for the first time. It was long ago. I don't think I was 12. I think I was maybe 14. But anyway, Nostalgia Critic, a really fun guy, Doug Walker. He made a review. I mean, he's bashing the movies, and I know he said sometime that, he's bashing them, but he's bashing things he likes. So it's not really, it's critique, but don't take it too seriously, because if he really, really, really didn't like it, he wouldn't do it. Of a certain movie. But he did a review anyway on one of my favorite childhood movies, which is Rock-a-Doodle, old Don Bluth movie from like end of the 90s, early 90s or late 80s. Somewhere around there, when I was like 5, 6. And one of the things Nostalgia Critic talked about was the atrocious voice acting, and how annoying it was, and how annoying that kid was that played the kid in that movie. And I was sort of sitting there scratching my head, because until then I'd never seen, this was 2 or 3 years ago that he did this, I think. Might be longer. I actually saw that episode the other day, so maybe that's why it's in my memory so fresh. Anyway, he talked about that and the voice acting, and I was kind of I didn't recognize it because the voice acting in the Swedish version is really really good. The kid's really good, and the Chanticleer, the rooster, he's you know not really a voice actor playing him, but it is one of Sweden's good old genuine rock stars. That's I don't know how well known he is outside Sweden, but stuff like that. And so I started thinking about it, and how much can be changed by new voice actors in new countries. So that's one of the reasons I play game in Japanese, because I want the original. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I always rant. Actually, there was a guy on the forum. Uh, he said to me once that, sure you rant, but that means you got something to say. And I just added in my head, yeah, but who cares? Who cares what I say? Ranting, you shouldn't rant, you should talk, and you should be concise and precise. And I'm just not that. So, yeah, well, this became a 30-minute rant about all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I really hope that my mic setup is gonna work for me this time. It's lying in a pile of kids' books. On the top, it's actually a book version of The Return of Jafar. Kind of funny. And below that is a couple of... I got a Moomin book down here. And some Petson. And an old... yeah, these books are well used, I can say. Backs falling out and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna start playing now. We're playing in Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. It's gonna be my first of this green block of 7 games, 8 games, and the rest of this block is Mirror's Edge, Batman Arkham City, Final Fantasy 13-2, Assassin's Creed Revelations, The Witcher 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Dragon Age 2. It's gonna take me 20 hours and 18 minutes to play through all these. I don't think I can do that in one sitting. I'm going to add some links when they come up for playlist, green block playlist, and each part of the other games, they're gonna get their own playlists too, I think. And this is the first time I did Mass Effect 3 a while back. Part of it, part of the Citadel, I never really finished. I don't know why. I probably should do that too. When I recorded, all my talking was back recorded, which worked kind of. That was one of my first YouTube videos. It was the first part of that. I did it all for my dear Nechan, and I'm sort of doing this for her too. Just I don't know if she's interested. I don't know if she's watching, but I'm doing it for her in my heart, and for everyone who, you know, drops in and has a look and drop me a comment. You can always do that. You can always drop me a comment. Give me a shout. So links to the and the other playlists too, the blue and purple and yellow and red, they're all gonna show up. Maybe as YouTube comments, links in the video or links below, somewhere. they're showing up. So Naruto, see you.